If you've been watching this channel, you know that I, along with many of you, have been predicting this would happen. Streaming has started to collapse. It has reached essentially maximum saturation. The product is worse than ever right now. They don't produce movies or television shows. They produce content. Content is crap that you watch while you're cooking or while you're doing other things. It's not shows that you remember. It's not shows that you tune into at a specific time and date because you don't want to miss. They are replaceable. Streaming puts out shows that they don't even know if they're going to be good or not. And when they are good, they cancel them anyway. I mean, The Outer Range, 1884, Criminal Minds, Archive 81. These are all shows that everyone loved and they canceled them anyway. Why? It's because they don't know what they're doing. And now streaming fatigue has been real and it is collapsing. And I'm here to say I saw this coming because nobody is going to be spending hundreds of dollars a month for this crap. Not with the quality that they're putting out. And for a completely unrelated reason to streaming, check out this quick word from Private Internet Access, a VPN. Shout out to this video's sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, if you aren't using a VPN yet, you're completely missing out, and Private Internet Access is the one I use on all of my devices. If you've been following the news, you see that censorship, websites, apps are getting shut down in certain countries, all sorts of craziness. Well, a VPN helps you never have to worry about that. Private Internet Access also protects you from the prying eyes of hackers, internet service providers, and others that can view your personal data. Perhaps also just as importantly, Private Internet Access allows you to access region-restricted content from all over the world. Streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and more have different library options based on where you're located, and some shows simply cannot be accessed if you're not in the target location. Happens to me all the time. Many sports events also have regional blackouts. Well, VPNs can be a convenient way to make sure you're getting the content that you're paying for. Private Internet Access also allows you to protect an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time, so your entire household with a single subscription. And I've been working with Private Internet Access so long that I have an absolutely massive discount available to my viewers. Link in the description below. Get Private Internet Access today using my link. Save huge, protect your computers, access all the content that you've been paying for, and ensure that your internet is never censored. There's a couple of new reports out via The Wrap and also, I think, Tech Spot. Streaming fatigue. Americans spent nearly 25% less on streaming services in 2024, study finds. That's a 25% drop. That is massive. That's why, even though I'm new to the stock market, I'm not investing in any of these streaming services because, you know, with the exception of Netflix, which I feel like has reached maximum saturation, I just don't know where there is to go anymore. There's all these better alternatives. I mean, you can watch some really good content on YouTube for free, or if you're a true Chad, on Rumble for free. Documentaries, live streams, game shows, vlogs, all this kind of stuff. A lot of people now have also started going back to cable, which is exactly what a lot of you don't know. One of my biggest job in the private sector before I started an agency was working for Dish Network. And we were the number one reseller. I handled all the online marketing for them. And we had, obviously we dealt with cord cutting and streaming, eating into satellite TV and cable TV services. But even back then, I predicted that people would get sick of paying, for 20 different services. And that seems like exactly what's happened here. And this is on the back of non-stop price increases too. Let's not forget that. In 2024, the average American grew tired of dedicating so much of their budget to streaming, according to one survey. The average U.S. citizen spent $42.38 on streaming services each month, which comes out to $508 a year, according to a December report from Reviews, an internet streaming and mobile-focused research organization. That's a 23% decline from the last year, when Reviews found the average American spent $54 each month on services like Netflix, Disney Plus, and Max. Reviews 2024 report is based on a survey of 1,000 Americans. What's behind the big drop in streaming spending? One reason, according to the report, is that nearly 30% of Americans are experiencing streaming fatigue, which reviews defines as the exact feeling of being overwhelmed with increasing number of streaming apps. The report did not say how many of those SVOD-wary citizens ultimately ditched a subscription or two based on their fatigue. Well, what's going to happen is people don't generally, do a good job keeping up with this. Like, I implore you today, I don't know if you're like me, but now since everything comes digitally, I've really been lulled into not checking my credit report or my credit card bill, by line as much as I should. Every once in a while, I'll go through it, and there's at least one or two things that are billing me every month that I either don't even know what it is or it's something I haven't used in 6 months. I implore you, tonight or tomorrow, take out your credit card and look through it. Look how much stuff you're getting billed monthly for and how often you even use it. Just because you might have the money doesn't mean you should waste it on that. You could buy Rumble stock with it, or whatever. You could put it in a high yield savings account, all this kind of stuff where you actually earn money on it instead of literally wasting it, giving it to people that hate you. Another potential reason Americans spent less time on streaming this year is because many of them are spending more on cable and satellite. The average American spent $89.29 per month, or more than $1,000 a year on cable/satellite in 2024, up 11% from last year. Nearly 55% of Americans have a cable or satellite subscription. According to reviews, it's not much of a stretch to believe many of them drop streaming services to offset rising TV costs. Well, the other thing that they don't mention here is that perhaps many people switch to the ad-supported program. I mean, that's possible that they switch to ad-supported, and so therefore their total spend has gone down. Other than Squid Games, I don't know that a single program exists on Netflix that's worth paying every month. But this is what I tell people. Pick a month out of every year to pay for a streaming service and then get rid of it. Wait till Squid Game Season 2 is done, subscribe for a month, watch Squid Games, and then cancel Netflix. If everyone did that, they would save hundreds of dollars a year and they would never miss anything on the programming. 26.5% of Americans share streaming services, but 28% now experience streaming fatigue with 3 hours and 49 minutes per day streaming subscriptions. The decline in streaming spending comes on ad-supported streaming, hit a record high in 2024 because people don't see the value in it. And I'm not going to have ad-supported streaming. The reason I got streaming is so I wouldn't have commercials. But the fact of the matter is, if you're paying for live TV through your streaming service, you're not spending $49 a month. You're probably spending close to $100 a month. And if you also have like HBO Max and Disney Plus, you're probably over $100 to $120 a month, which is probably more than you used to pay on cable. And a lot of people are just saying, wait a minute, why is this better than cable again? I'm still getting ads. I can't watch whatever I want when I want to watch it. Why is this better than cable? You see this? Between July and September, 56% of new streaming subscriptions were ad-supported, indicating Americans are opting for the cheaper option, even though they have to sit through a few commercials. And by the way, it's not just a few commercials. I have Hulu Plus or whatever, the live TV. And if we want to watch an episode of a TV show that came out that day, it's like 6 to 8 minutes of commercials in a 25-minute episode. It's a lot. Cutting the cord again, Americans now spending less on streaming as fatigue and more options grow. How much will it cost to stay connected in a lifetime? Internet, $50,000. Mobile cell phones, $43,000. I mean, who's got a cell phone bill that's $60 a month? I'd like to sign up. I question in the comments, is Mint Mobile actually good? I keep seeing commercials for it, and it's like $15 to $20 a month. Is that really true? Or does it just go up to like $100 a month like everything else? Because I feel like my wife and I don't use our cell phones very often. I'm mostly Wi-Fi connected. And our Verizon bill is like $180 a month. It's crazy. $2,400 a year I spend on cell phone that I hardly ever use. And 95% of the time I'm connected to Wi-Fi, so I wouldn't even need it. Anyway, you see this. The report additionally found that the average American has 2 streaming subscriptions and watches 3 hours and 49 minutes of content every day, More than a quarter of subscribers, 26.5%, share subscriptions with others to save on costs. Although with the recent crackdown on password sharing, that option might not be around much longer. Well, it's not going to be. And you're seeing stuff like this. Hulu now basically forced to merge with a TV rival in massive change for the streamer. And you know what's going to come next? A price increase. That's what'll happen. Hulu plus Live TV is set to be merged with a smaller rival after a long-standing legal dispute was finally settled. Disney, which owns Hulu, and bundled streaming services Fubo TV have agreed to combine their online TV businesses, announced Monday. The combination creates the second biggest internet pay TV company in North America behind YouTube TV. The new service will be bigger than the third main player among cable providers, Sling TV. And guess what's going to happen? The price is going to go up. And again, I always knew that they broke apart so everyone got their money. And then I always knew that people were going to have enough of this. Like, I would like to watch the show From. Cool, got to pay for Paramount Plus for $12 a month for a network that has literally nothing else I would buy. Oh, I like Severance. Got to pay for Apple TV. That's another $12 a month. What else do I watch on Apple TV? Nothing. And so I implore you at the end of this video to remind you, go through your credit card statement today and cancel what you're not using. That way, when you want to watch the new season of Severance, reactivate your subscription. But don't let them steal $12 a month from you because you're too busy to look at your bill. Don't be like me. Don't be an idiot like me. And I suspect an even bigger drop in streaming will happen in 2025 as more people decide to tune into live streams. More people than ever are watching my show, Quartercast, which is at 1 Eastern, both on Rumble and Quartercast YouTube channel. Tim Pool has 50,000 people a night watching him. Those numbers rival CNN. Dan Bongino, hundreds of thousands of people watching him. Crowder, 100,000 people. People are cutting the cord. They're watching their content, most of it for free. Why would I pay for Fox News to lie to me when I can just get their clips for free on X or on watch someone break it down? It's crazy. Absolutely love to see it though. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.